I received a Jane Doe call, and my life changed forever.
Hey, Jay, we got ourselves a Jane Doe in an apartment in your hometown. I hear it's right down our alley.
Great to know that's what we're known for.
What, dead woman or just woman?
Funny. I'll see you there.
See you in a few.
I had seen dozens of cases. I didn't think this one was different. It was, beyond anything I could imagine.
I love the fact you wear that coat.
Why?
'Cause it's so goddamn cliche.
Almost. It's not double-breasted. I'm a bit sad about it, to be honest.
Wanna go full noir, huh?
Yeah, I just wish we didn't have as many stereotypes on the actual job.
It's not all bad. We usually find the killers, and they usually don't murder more than one person.
Hey, the dynamic duo shows up again.
How's it going, Jones?
Good. Shall we get started? Warning, though, it's not a great sight.
Yeah, sooner the better. Have we identified her yet?
Yes, actually. You'll find it funny if you have a dark sense of humor.
Why you say that?
Because her name was Jane Doe. Pretty ironic, huh?
Oh, shit. I knew a Jane Doe.
I did know this Jane Doe. In fact, I used to be in love with her. I never got myself to make anything of that. I didn't make anything of anyone. In hindsight, that's probably why I was so damn sad all the time. Nonetheless.
Well, I hope you don't know this one.
Me too.
Let's see her. Jesus, that's unpleasant.
Damn it.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine.
She was strangled with a rope. We initially thought it was suicide, but there were signs of a struggle. Blood between her fingernails and some broken vases in the next room.
Who called it in?
A friend called after Jane didn't answer her phone or the door when she came over. She's not here. I can give you her address, though. Here.
Thanks, Jones. We're gonna look around and see what we can find.
I'll be in the other room processing what we have. You can look at it when you're done here.
Thank you, Jones.
How do you know her?
Huh?
How do you know her?
Oh, I met her right before graduating high school. Her parents moved and she was with them at the time for spring break.
Huh. Must have been a good partier.
She wasn't part of that scene. Enjoyed reading books, watching movies, that kind of thing.
So right down your alley.
Yeah. Can I see that address Jones gave you?
Yeah, here.
Thanks. Hey, I know this woman. I think Joe and her got married a little while ago. I was still in the hospital from that asshole attacked me on the lakeside case.
Jesus, I remember that. Is that the Joe you told me about?
Yeah, the one that went to Colorado. You want to go over there, or should I?
You. They'll be more willing to talk to you when you know our trench.
Yeah, I'm sure that will make me seem real professional and shit. I'll head over there now. Let me know what you find.
Yeah. Oh, and give them my sympathies.
Will do. See you later.
I'd known them since elementary school. I always thought Joe would become a rich jackass who gave a single-digit percentage of his fortune to charities. Am a published writer, the next J.K. Rowling. I found them at my old high school. Joe was a science teacher and Em was a journalism teacher. Not what they expected, but I didn't think I'd have this job either. Life drags you in weird-ass directions.
Hello?
Hi, Joe. How's it going?
Jack? Come in. How's it going?
Is Em around? I need to ask her a few questions.
Yeah. Hey, Em. Someone is here to see you.
Okay, give me a second.
I didn't think you'd ever come back here to teach, Joe. I always pictured you want to stay out west.
Yeah. I'm happy here, though. Emma, too. What you doing with your life?
I'm a detective. I'm here to ask Em about Jane, actually.
Wait, you're a detective? Where the hell that come from?
Don't know.
Well, how do you like it?
I think it's good work, but you see some, well, fucked up shit.
Yeah, must have been hard to see Jane.
Yeah.
What's going on, Joe?
This detective wants to ask some questions about Jane.
Hey, Emma.
Is that Jack?
How's it going?
Could be better if I'm being honest.
I'm sorry about Jane.
I am too.
Thank you. Is it okay if I ask you about Jane for the case?
You got her case?
Yeah, I didn't know it was her until I got to the crime scene, though. My partner is still there examining it.
Oh. Let's start.
Okay. When was the last time you talked to Jane?
Lunchtime yesterday.
Do you know if anyone disliked her, like a feud or something of that sort?
No, you know her. She wasn't one to start things with people.
Why did you call the police to check on Jane?
We were supposed to go out. She was late, and after an hour, I called her a bunch of times, and she didn't pick up. It wasn't like her, so I called the police because she was acting weird earlier.
Did Jane talk to you about being worried for her own safety?
Actually, yeah. She was harassed by a weird guy at work. She saw him again, and he made her feel uneasy. That's why I called.
Did she or someone else call the police to complain about the guy?
I don't think so. Her boss probably knows more. I'm pretty sure she said he was kicked out.
Do you know where her boss lives?
No, I'm sorry. I've only met him once. He should still be at the bar she worked at. The bar in town.
Thank you, Emma. Thank you, Joe.
Can you let us know what happens if you catch the guy who did it?
Yeah, of course. I'm gonna see what my partner has dug up and go see Jane's boss. Oh, and he gives you his sympathies.
Tell him thank you for us.
Will do.
Thank you, Jay.
Just doing my job.
Me and Cox met up after. We did this for every case. We would discuss what we knew, what leads we had, and what we were going to do next. I usually did most of the talking. This time I barely said a word.
So, what do we know?
A woman died, she had a stalker, and the killer probably wanted it to look like she killed herself, but either gave up or changed their mind.
Why would someone kill her? She was well liked, didn't have a lot of money, wasn't incredibly well known.
Maybe that's why.
Huh? Someone was jealous?
Or just rejected.
You seem to be speaking from experience.
I'm gonna pay Jane's boss a visit and see what I can find about the creepy guy.
Okay, I'll ask around and see what I can find out about her suitors.
I went to see Jane's boss that morning. He was still at his house when I went to see him. About 6 o'clock. I got 3 hours of sleep, but I was never more awake. Hello, sir. I'm a detective working on Jane Doe's murder. I understand there was a suspicious person who you kicked out of your bar after many of the other customers and Jane complained about his behavior. I was wondering if you could tell me anything about what he was doing and what he looked like, maybe?
Hello, good to meet you.
Oh, apologies. My name is Jay. Back to my question, though. Why did you kick that man out? What did he look like, and do you think he could be a suspect or connected to Jane's murder?
Man, you get straight to the point, don't you?
Yes, I want to find this killer so he doesn't hurt anyone else.
Is that the only reason?
Yes.
Well, I don't know if he's your guy or not. I know for a fact he took a liking to Jane, and a few of the patrons felt uncomfortable by the way that he talked to her. I was doing paperwork in the back, so I didn't catch all of it. But after I heard some people talking sternly to him, I came out to see what the matter was. The guy turned towards me, talked in the most calm, collected voice I've ever heard, especially for a man in a bar like mine. Anyways, I let him stay, but I stayed around to listen to what he was saying to Jane. He was harassing her, and after she told him to scram, the bastard got real mad and started to make a scene, so I sent him home in a taxi.
A taxi? Can you tell me who the driver was or where I can find him?
I don't know who he was, and I don't know where the taxi high command is, but there was a journalist who was investigating Jane's killing. Ask him. He probably knows who it was or where to start. His name was Nate.
Nate? Huh. Okay, thank you, sir. Sorry to bother you. I looked into what reporter might be sent to investigate this murder all the way up here. As it turned out, this journalist was another high school friend of mine. Him being in town investigating this murder meant we could catch up, and I would soon realize I would need his help more than I thought. Shit, I'm late. Hey, sorry I'm late.
No problem. How's it going?
I'm tired, and I can't necessarily say I like doing my job right now. Nonetheless, what have you found out about Jane's murder?
Well, I was hoping you could tell me more, but I can tell you what I know and we can go from there.
Okay, here's what I know. I told Nate the little information I had. He had explored different avenues of investigation, but we got to the same place. We sat there connecting the dots for at least the next hour. So we might have a location after we talk to the cab driver, but we don't have a motive.
Well, it might just be that he couldn't handle rejection.
I don't think it's that simple. I've investigated men like this before.
Well, it looks like we need more information.
Yeah, I'll head over and ask for that cab driver. Thanks for the name, by the way. It'll be a good help.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. We're doing this together. I need a story, and I'm invested in this. I need to get something out of it.
Nate, it's dangerous, and you can't just follow a murderer's trail. You could be killed.
I've investigated tons of stories that could have resulted in my death, and I'm fine. Plus, I would love to see how the detective does his job.
Fine, but I do most of the talking, and you can't make them think you're a journalist. They're not going to want to talk to you otherwise. Hey, Cox, did you find anything? What? Is he okay? What happened? Okay, I'll try and get over there as soon as I can.
What happened?
My partner Cox was shot. They think it was Jane's killer.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna go see him. Here's some money. Meet me at the taxi depot in 3 hours.
Okay, I'll see you later. I hope he's okay.
He will be. Cox ended up living through that ordeal. He had to retire, though, and I was now the sole detective for solving Jane's murder. I went to the hospital and saw Cox. I talked with his wife, Maria. I thanked her for calling me, and I apologized I had to go after I only stayed for 20 minutes. She was okay with it, but I could tell she was worried. She was a prosecutor. Cox and her met while a killer we found was being prosecuted. They fell in love, and I got to see another man go to jail for committing murder. Hey, Nate. Did you talk to anyone?
No, I just looked around a bit. Don't worry, nobody saw me. I made sure.
Okay, let's go. Hello. I was wondering if you could help us. We're investigators.
Okay, what can I help you with?
I understand you were called to the bar in town to pick up someone who was causing problems a few days ago.
I did. Is he a suspect for what you're investigating?
Can you tell us about him? What he looked like, how he talked, what he wore, maybe even the address you brought him to?
Yeah, he wore a nice black suit. He had dark hair, combed like he was from the 1950s or something. Like a mobster. He had quite the way of talking, made you feel calm, and he wouldn't... He had quite the way of talking. Made you feel calm, and I wouldn't be surprised if he was a hit with the ladies. At least in some places.
Okay, thank you. What about the address you drove him to? Can you at least give me an idea where it is?
Yeah, it was pretty far outside the town. Here, it's his address.
Thank you. This will help a lot. Have a nice night.
Well, one more question, if I might, investigator.
Sure.
What are you investigating? The murder of the nice girl who worked at the bar?
I can't disclose that information when we're actively working on a case. You'll be able to read about it when we're done.
Well, I hope you succeed in your endeavors.
Thanks.
So what are you thinking?
I'm thinking you go back to the diner, drink some coffee or whatever, and I go investigate this guy.
I'm not letting you go alone. If for nothing else, you owe me a story, and this is the story I want.
I'll take notes for you, but if this really is the guy, then you can't come. You don't want to end up like Cox, all right?
When do you plan on going?
I was hoping right now, but I gotta get permits and everything. Probably tomorrow.
Jane's service is tomorrow.
Shit. I forgot. I'll let you know when I'm going. I'll see you there?
Yeah, why?
Yes, you will.
Okay, see you tomorrow.
I really didn't want to go to that funeral. I had always hated them. They made me feel uneasy. They were supposed to be ceremonies of closure, but they ended up being something that just made me think and feel the sadness of what happened. I sat through the service. I don't remember what happened specifically. I couldn't stop analyzing the evidence in my head. During the opening service, I was thinking about the rope that Jane was strangled with. Joan said it was a basic nylon rope that you could buy at a hardware store. During Jane's eulogy, I was thinking of all the hardware stores within a 50-mile radius of the address the cab driver gave me. I was thinking of ways to find and capture Jane's killer. I don't remember who gave the eulogy. I don't remember what we all had for dinner after. It was all a blur behind my focus on the facts of the case and how I was going to go about capturing this guy. I went to the charming guy's house 2 days after the funeral. I went alone. I hadn't gotten the permits yet, but I needed to go and see that guy. I needed to find out more, and that was my only lead. Hello? Anyone home? Damn it. Oh, shit.
Ah, fabulous. Hello. How are you doing?
Where am I?
You're here with me. How are you doing?
Did you kill Jane Doe?
It is rude not to answer a person when they ask you a question.
Did you kill Jane Doe?
Well, I guess I'm being rude as well, aren't I? The answer to your question is yes.
Why?
No. You have to answer my question first. How are you doing?
Just fucking jazzy.
Ah, good. Have you read this morning's paper?
How could I?
I keep forgetting. You've been here for 2 days. Would you like a glass of water?
2 days? How hard did you hit me?
Not that hard. I also drugged you. I don't do that to women, by the way. I want you to know that.
What the hell did you give me?
Just a basic sedative. I gave a dose every time you started to wake up. You wouldn't remember that, though.
What are you gonna do with me?
You know, I'm a religious man.
Why should I care?
Why wouldn't you?
Why did you ask me about today's paper?
Yes. Thank you for reminding me. Look whose work was featured on the front page.
Killer strikes again. Another young woman strangled with rope. Who the hell did you kill?
No one you know. She was a sinner.
That doesn't mean she had to die.
Then what does?
Nothing. People can change.
Including you?
Yes.
Well, maybe you can. Jane at first had not the slightest interest in you. But maybe she found you interesting near the end of her life.
What do you mean?
There was no phone at the scene when you and the other members of the police force investigated Jane's apartment. She had typed up an interesting reply to your question you had asked her the night before. What does this say?
Hey Jay, I've been thinking and I would love to go to dinner. I've been having a maddening week and I think your company is just what I need to get away from everything. I'll see you. You killed her while she was typing that?
I think you understand what I wanted you to understand now. Goodbye. And, with respect, I hope we never see each other again.
Wait, asshole, After I came to, I went to find Nate. I still owed him his story, and I plan to deliver.
Shit, are you okay?
I found him. I talked with him.
You've been gone for 2 days, almost 3. You need to go to a hospital.
Jane, she said yes.
We need to get you to a hospital.
We
need to get you to a hospital.
I don't. After that scene in the diner, Nate took me to the hospital. Once I got better, I gave Nate an interview on what happened, and he went off to write his story. I don't know if he finished it yet. When I got out, I started working on the case again. I didn't get another partner. No one wanted to be with the guy who's starting to lose his mind. That asshole killed 5 other people after he killed Jane. His murders were called the Charmer murders by all the major newspapers, channels, and websites due to witnesses saying a suspect had a charming voice and mannerism. I couldn't find a solid lead on him for 3 weeks. After that, the chief of my department deemed me too close to the case and told me to give it to someone else. I ended up leaving the department a short time after.
Why are you telling me this story?
So you remember.
It's been years since Jane Doe was killed. Jay's believed to be dead after he stopped talking with... Wait a minute. You're Jay, aren't you?
You didn't recognize me? I'm surprised.
What are you here for? Someone was arrested for the murders, and you aren't trusted. You have no credibility.
It's something I've dealt with my whole life. It doesn't matter what others think of me, only me. And I think I'm right.
What are you here to do? Kill me?
Probably.
How does that make you different from me?
I don't know. That's for others to decide.
I can't believe I was so right.
About what?
I wanted to prove everybody could go mad.
You fan of the killing joke?
The method was wrong. You can't let a person know what's going on until they're already mad.
You cocked your gun.
You've had yours cocked before you even walked in.
Are we going to use them?
One of us is.
That's the end.
Really? That's it?
Yes.
Who died?
No one knows. Neither man talked to many people before their confrontation, and no one has heard of either of them since. No bodies have been found, and the case has been declared cold. We're never going to find out.
Well, I hope Jay found peace in the end.
I don't think he could ever find peace. But I do hope he did if he could.
Can we go watch a movie?
Absolutely. Let me get my coat.
I love your trench coat.
I know. It's a great coat. Come on, let's go.